can't just be a good wrestler, but you cannot just be a good wrestler. That's not enough. To me, I think you need to have a personality. You have to have some type of personality that builds a connection with the audience. That can even supersede your talent as a wrestler in the ring, if we're being honest. If we look at people like Enzo Amore, who was completely dog shit in the ring, but he had this overwhelming, strong personality that people couldn't help but gravitate towards. I believe that's what you need. We look at everyone that we have right now that has that, right? Cody Rhodes has that. That's why you love Cody Rhodes. Of course, we know John Cena has that and all that shit. Everybody loves John Cena, right? If you don't have that, I'm sorry. I think you're just going to go under. If you don't have a connection with the audience, if you don't have something people could get behind, you're cooked. Even if you're a great wrestler, because you'll just be the flavor of the fucking month.
I agree with Jay. I think the new gen of stars has to have a combination of not only an in-ring performer,
of course, you
but also that idea of being larger than life.
Yeah.
And I think that is what the new gen of a professional wrestling has to be. So the only real action stuff that they have now is really, truthfully, honestly, is either anime or professional wrestling or comic books. And all it takes is to hook you, and then once they watch the show, they're like, "Oh, this is something else," which is why I agree with Jay. Sometimes the athleticism in the ring is enough to hook you, but then to keep wanting to watch more,
you need more than that.
You need more than that. So
sure.
I agree. Again, we differ in some ways, but I do agree that it's you will need to have a combination of both.
I'm talking about who's going to be that person to grow into that larger than life character. You look at people like Toni Storm. When she came into AEW, she was nothing. What did it take for her to get to the point where, my God, Toni Storm, she's the face of this company? It took for her to lose that shit to Saraya at All In and start to slowly descend into this mad character, this timeless character. And look what we got.
I think having personality and having being a great wrestler, a great worker, that plays along too. I think another thing that plays along for me, at least, is a good theme music.